Welcome back to the channel, Guardians. Firebolt Grenades have always been, well, how to put this, not the best option in your grenade slot. However, with the combination of fragments, seasonal perks, and in particular on a Warlock build, Firebolt Grenades can ignite on touch. Literally. Starfire Protocol builds are excellent for DPS, but this build in particular is excellent at ad clearing. This is a sneak peek of what the build can do. We're going to look at the key components of this build first. Obviously, Firebolt Grenades are key. Without any perks or fragments, it does very little damage and a very small scorch stack. However, paired with the Ember of Ashes fragment and the seasonal artifact perk called Flare Up, in the fourth column, direct hits on targets cause them to ignite, giving you the base of an absolutely insane ignition build. With the Touch of Flame aspect also equipped, your Firebolt Grenade search radius increases and chains to more targets, allowing to scorch targets around the tanky combatant that will be on the receiving end of your ignition. Then, by combining the following fragments, things start to really get interesting. Ember of Char will allow your ignitions to spread scorch to targets caught within the ignition. Combined with the Eruption Frag, this will enhance the blast radius of your ignitions, and the Ember of Blistering will grant grenade energy on ignition kill. This in endgame content will be crucial. Tanky combatants in legend content don't go down easily. By igniting them with your grenade, the ignition will spread scorch stacks in an enhanced radius. If they are afflicted with the original Firebolt Grenade, they will also ignite, causing a chain reaction that will wipe out the entire room of combatants whilst you're regaining grenade energy. It's absolutely insane. Not only that, these ignitions will stun unstoppable champions too, giving you freedom when choosing what weapons to take with you into champion relevant content. You may want to drop your Witherhoard Starfire Protocol build to try this out. This build took me through the legendary campaign and I couldn't stop creasing at how powerful this build feels. Before we do get into the rest of the video, going over the rest of the seasonal perks, armor mods and exotics, the channel is nearing 1000 subscribers. Consider subscribing if you're finding this video insightful and drop a like for that sexy YouTube algorithm. On with it. As mentioned before, Firebolt Grenades are quite weak damage-wise, so to empower them just a little so that they don't tickle targets, Verity's Brow is a very good option. On weapon kills that match your subclass, in this case, Solar, you generate stacks of Death Throws. These grant 20% grenade damage increase per stack, whilst improving your grenade recharge rate. On 5 stacks, your Firebolts will do 100% more damage. For weapons, and looking in particular in the Elemental slot, you want to go for a Solar weapon that rolls Incandescent. But the best weapon that not only rolls it, but also scorches on hit is Prometheus Lens. It recently got buffed. Not only does it spread scorch on kills to surrounding targets, it scorches on hit too. If you miss your grenade throw, scorch a target and apply Prometheus Lens a little bit, targets will literally blow up. It's extremely satisfying to use and totally worth your exotic slot. Other options do include Jotun and Skyburner's Oath, but Prometheus having Incandescent makes a big difference. Unfortunately, this build is only viable this season due to the fact that it requires the Artefact Perks to work. As already mentioned, Flare Up in the fourth column will allow Firebolts to stack more Scorch effects, as well as spawn a Fire Sprite at the location of the afflicted combatant, which grants ability energy. And with the third column perk, Solar Surge, it will additionally grant Armor Charge when picking up sprites. The last important perk for this build is Rain of Firebolts, which grants an additional Firebolt Grenade, giving you even more ignition fuel. In terms of mods and overall build, you want to focus on Discipline. For the helmet, Ashes to Assets will grant super energy on grenade kill, you'll be getting a lot of those after all, and Harmonic Siphon will spawn orbs of solar weapon multi-kills. For the gauntlets, Firepower will also spawn orbs on grenade kill, and Firepower will return grenade energy when using it whilst you have armor charge. No requirements for the chest piece, just slot your elemental resist mods. Legs, never skip leg day. Innovation will grant grenade energy on all pickup, while Solar Weapon Surge will buff solar weapon damage whilst armor charged. Finally, for your class ability, I personally use Bomber. Popping a Rift will return grenade energy near combatants. Throw this entire build together and witness one of the most powerful ignition builds in the current sandbox. You have to try this out in a Legend Lost Sector or Nightfall, it's super satisfying. Well, that's it folks, this setup is a godsend. Please try it out and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I've finished the content schedule and adding to it as new stuff comes up. Next up, we'll take a pass at the first strand Warlock build to grace the channel, a review of the seasonal exotic bow, Regnant, plus so much more. Before I sign off and leave you with additional gameplay of this build in action, please subscribe if you enjoyed this video and drop a like. Blood, sweat and tears go into the making of the videos after all. This was Plasma Alchemist. Your viewership is much appreciated. Until next time.
Escaping. Wait, why did it leave?
Weird. Something's off. Keep going, but keep an eye out. And I can see her coming up to the reactor. Stop the Vex from siphoning the station and we're golden.